Hey, this is Lisa Carter again, and I'm going to show you how to search for questions in the bank of questions that are already in. First, let's go back to the home page. You should just log in like you normally would, and when you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see search. Whatever grade you teach, you just do a drop down. This applies to the related arts as well. We have got, you'll see it's going to give us a choice of the subject. We have dance, music, theater, and visual arts, and they are working on adding PE, library, technology. But for the sake of this, let's go to 6th grade. Let's go to Language Common Core. Let's look up reading informational text, and we'll see I want to do the key ideas and details, and then I'm going to submit my search. Okay, there are 162 questions found. This word view is a hot link, so you can click on that, and you'll see that all of these questions are available to you. Now you can do a couple of things. You can add these to your exam. So when I add them to my exam, where it says add to my exam, I'm going to say add to exam. Now here I've got several exams already, but I'm going to name my own, and I'm going to do video ELA 6th grade, just for the sake of this is what we're doing. So I say okay, this question has been added. Now I go to add exam again, and let's find my list of video. There it is, and I highlight it, and I'm going to say okay, and this says that question has been added to the exam, and I say okay. I keep going until I've added all of the questions that I want. I'm finished. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to my Teacher Toolbox, and I'm going to go to My Exams. Let me walk you through that again. You are at the questions, you go back to the home page, Teacher Toolbox, My Exams. Click on My Exams. You'll see the list of all the exams that you created or all the exams that you saved as your own. And you scroll down, and there is the video ELA 6th grade. So I select it. Now I have it. I can do a couple of things here now. I've added 3 questions. I can edit it. I can say, all right, this is some piece on poetry. This is a reading on poetry. I can add more questions that are related to this, or I can add my own questions. So I would click right here, create a new question for this exam. And I would go through the process, the steps. And that is for another session. And so I'm going to save that because that session is for next week, but this is for February 13th, Thursday. This is what I'm going to be discussing if you come to the district office. Thursday afternoon from 3:30 to 4:30, I'll be in the back building. Any teacher that wants to participate. So let's go back and I'll show you. So there it is. And you would do the same thing. Now if you went back to home and you searched, scroll down here, Teacher Toolbox, and you want to search shared files. What that is are files that teachers within our district have created. So you can select that, and again, you do your search. I'll go to 6th grade, go Common Core Language Arts, I'm going to go to informational text, and I'm going to go to key ideas and details, and I'm going to submit the search. At this time, there are no specific questions related to that have been shared. That doesn't mean that somebody hasn't created them, they just haven't been shared. Now you're probably wondering, well, what happened to all those questions that we wrote at the beginning of the year? And you said they were going to be in a data bank. They are in a data bank, and they're right here, but they're not being shared yet because we're still editing them. Teachers, you're supposed to be going through these, find your questions, make sure there aren't any errors. Once we go through them and add any that we want, then we will share those. That was a lot of information, I know. But today's video presentation was on searching the data bank for questions. Now, if you wanted to search the district questions, you certainly could do that. And where it says Kershaw County Assessments, you would see the grades, and you would select the grade. So I'm going to go to 6th grade ELA because that's what I've been doing. Now, this is still not completely updated. They're working on this because we should not have to log in a second time, but you would just use the same login information that you did with the PBL site. So we log in, and what it's going to do is show me all of those 6th grade questions. Now, what you can do is save all of these questions as your own. When you do that, you're going to select Save as My Own, and it's saving, and you'll see that there are 51 questions, and they are saving, and what's happening is they're copying the original questions. They're going to put them under your exam, and then you'll have access to them to delete or edit or add things to the questions without it impacting the original bank of questions. So it takes a little while. I don't suggest you do this if you're just waiting for your students to finish some work, because it does take a few minutes, and you're going to have to kind of watch it. Do this when you've got some time, because you will want to check to find those questions once this finishes copying. All right, now we're back with, once it's completed copying, they're going to be, it tells you it's going to be under My Exams. Continue. And that takes just a second. Okay, and we're back to the exams. We just hit the home button. And when you go back to the home button, you can go to your Teacher Toolbox, look for My Exams, and it should say 6th grade at the very bottom, 6th grade ELA. And there they are. They share them, and then we've shared them, and now we're looking at them. And here you are. There they are. We can edit these questions because there are 51. You may not want to give all 51 at the same time, but you can edit them, and you can remove them from the exam. You can change some of this wording or the document or whatever, but there's a lot of good resources here. All right. So today's video has been on searching for questions by grade, subject, standard, and he calls them indicator, but they're really just the standards. That's all they are, the standards. Look forward to seeing everybody possibly Thursday afternoon at 3:30 in the back building of the district office. That's where I'm going to be going over this and helping you. If you watch the video, it's pretty self-explanatory. My next video is going to be on creating images and questions. Being able to take an image that you want, like a poem or short story or even just a picture, and putting it into a question. That's the next video that you will be made available to you. Thanks, and if you have any questions, as always, give me a quick email.